You're at your show, and you waited 2 hours. The gate steward calls your name, and your dog's eyeballing the other dog that just left the ring, or the judge, or the ring crew, instead of you. I'm Trevor Smith, and this exact scenario cost us going to the finals. 1 moment of broken focus, 2 seconds of distraction, season's done. We're sitting there at Invitationals in Orlando, Florida, and our Silky Terrier, Enya, decided to go barking at the ring crew on the sideline instead of taking the next obstacle. From then on, we discovered the ways to keep her focused and not get distracted and stay on course. I created what I am about to show you. The 1, 2, 3 ring countdown, a neurological reset that works in 35 seconds or less. Even when there are other dogs running, the judge is waving, calling out numbers, and the crowd is cheering, your dog is gonna stay focused. This isn't just another attention exercise. This is a competition-grade focus control that I've tested at Nationals, AKC Invitationals, and yes, it even got us locked in with our French Bulldog at Westminster. But here's what most handlers get completely wrong about the start line focus. And if you don't fix this first, no amount of training will work. You're trying to create calm and chaos instead of building calm before the chaos. We're going to flip that completely in today's video. In the next 11 minutes, I am going to show you the exact system that saved more runs that I can count. Plus, I'll prove it works with live competition footage, real ring, real pressure, real results. Tap like if you ever lost focus on the start line, whether it's you or your dog, because by the end of this video, that's never gonna happen again. Let's bring focus back. Before I show you the technique, you need to understand what is happening in your dog's brain at the start line. You know that little meme where the dog's like, what? Where the voice is like, what is going on inside that head? Because this changes everything about how you approach focus training. Let's talk about brain science, just briefly, but this will blow your mind. Sport dogs don't just get excited at trials. The stress inside their brain goes haywire. In a landmark study from University of Lincoln, researchers measured salivary cortisol in agility dogs throughout competition day. The result? Cortisol levels tripled as dogs approached their run. We're talking about fight or flight levels of stress hormone flooding their system before they even see the first jump. But here's the breakthrough that changes everything. Dogs exposed to predictable, rhythmic patterns showed 60% reduction in cortisol within 90 seconds. That's where counting comes in. When we're counting out loud, 1, 2, 3, in an exact rhythm, same tone, same sequence, we're triggering what neuroscientists call rhythmic predictability. Your dog's nervous system literally downshifts from the sympathetic overdrive to parasympathetic calm. Translation: counting equals calm. But only if you do it right. Most handlers count wrong. They count fast when they're nervous, slow when they're calm. The dog never knows what to expect, so their pattern backfires on them. The magic isn't in the numbers. It's an absolute consistency of the rhythm. Even when your heart rate is 140 and there's a qualifying run on the line, that's the foundation behind the 1, 2, 3 game. And it's about to transform how your dog handles not only competition pressure, but everyday life pressure as well. All right, here's where precision becomes everything. I'm going to show you the exact protocol that works under competition pressure, and every detail matters. Rule number 1, start this game at the warm-up time, whether it's at the warm-up jump or leading up getting to the start line. And this isn't happening at home and not in your backyard, but at actual equipment, because context is everything. Your dog needs to associate this countdown with ring environment. Rule number 2, on 1, perfect heel position. On 1, your dog's shoulder lines up with the leg seen, not close, not trying, but perfect. If they're not there, you wait. No counting until position is correct. Rule number 3, 2, eye contact. Their eyes lock onto you. Not the equipment, not the other dogs that's leaving the ring or anything like that. Not the treat in your pocket, but eye contact on you. Or no 2, period. Rule number 4, 3, controlled reward. You pop a reward, whether it's kibble, tug, or calm praise marker, but here's the key: controlled energy. We're building calm focus, not explosive excitement. Now, here are the reset rules. If the rear end moves, reset completely. If they're paused, creep forward. Reset completely. If attention breaks for more than 1 second, reset completely. I know it seems harsh, but in competition, you have one chance to keep your dog's focus. Your dog needs to understand that position and attention are non-negotiable. Practice this sequence 10 times per session. Don't overdo it. We're building precision, not endurance. Quality over quantity every single time. But raw mechanics only get you so far. To make this competition proof, you need to understand the reward progression that turns good focus to great focus, the strategic reward ladder. Once you've got a pretty good clean execution of the basic pattern, here's where we separate weekend competitors to serious title contenders. Your reward system has to match the intensity of the sport, and it has to escalate intelligently. Bronze level, kibble or low value food. Start here for the first week. Every successful 1, 2, 3 gets a single piece of regular kibble. Your dog learns pattern without getting overstimulated. Your success target is about 80% accuracy. Not 70, not even 75, like 80% before you level up. Silver level, tug or personal play. Now we're speaking their language. A quick tug session or their favorite toy or some sort of like movement game with your dog, but only about 3 to 5 seconds. We're building drive while maintaining control. And this last weekend, we added a little bit of toy. It actually had him engaging me more in the next run. This is where I see handlers lose the plot. They let the dog get so amped up during the reward, they can't focus on the next rep. Keep it tight, keep it calm, keep it controlled. Gold level. You're going to find their favorite toy, their favorite reward that is going to be at the end of their run. Or you can do what I've done with Bolt. And I actually started to enter him some FEO, where I actually was able to bring a ring legal toy into the ring and practice with him. We weren't looking for a clean run at that moment. We were just looking for that focus and control. This is the ultimate progression. Rewards that match what you can actually use in competition, and the holy grail for the dog, permission to work for equipment. Get it? If you don't know already, dogs find equipment as reinforcement. We've spent so much time having them do an obstacle, get a reward, do an obstacle, and get a reward. And if you look at the studies that Ken Ramirez has done, you'll see that if you do a behavior and reward successfully enough, your dog will actually think the behavior itself is the reinforcement. So that's why some of your dogs go completely out of control in the ring and start taking lots of obstacles for themselves, because they find the equipment reinforcing. But we got to get them to find the equipment reinforcing with you. A successful 1, 2, 3 game earns them a practice jump or a few weave pulls. You're teaching them that focus equals access to what they love most. 80% rule in action. Each level requires 80% success before advancement. This isn't arbitrary. It's the minimum reliability you need when the stakes are high and stress is at maximum. Speaking of stress, let's talk about what happens when everything goes sideways. Been there. It's not good. And we're gonna break that down right here. Here comes the real test. Keeping that laser focus when chaos erupts around you. This is where the champions are made. Proofing in competition chaos. Stress test protocol. Welcome to the Crucible. This is where training either becomes competition ready or falls apart completely. I'm going to show you how to systematically proof your 1, 2, 3 countdown against every distraction you face at trials. The order matters. Skip levels and you'll shatter your dog's confidence. And this is something I've been developing with all my dogs, is confidence, particularly my French Bulldog, Sushi. So, level 1, controlled audio chaos. Start with recorded trial sounds you can find on YouTube. Moderate volume, dogs barking, gates clanging, judges calling numbers, and use like maybe a decimeter app. Start with a low volume, like 60 decibels, and you can use a decibel meter app to find out what that is, or just keep it like at 25% volume. Level 2, visual movement distractions. Having a trainer partner run their dog past you at maybe 15 feet away while you execute the countdown. Then 10 feet, then 5 feet. Your dog's job is to maintain focus on you, not track the movement. If you're taking an agility class, you can talk to your instructor about doing this, where you are on the sidelines with your dog practicing the 1, 2, 3 game while others are doing their turn in class. Doing this at an agility show can be a bit more difficult and be way up when it comes to level of difficulty comparatively to doing it inside of a training class. Now, if you're like, I don't do a training class, I have only competitions to do this at, you might have to go find yourself at a dog park. Not going inside the dog park, but staying on the outside of the gates and practicing your 1, 2, 3 focus game while other dogs are having a blast playing at the dog park. Level 3, loud bangs, loud buzzers. This is what destroys most dogs. Having someone maybe make a loud noise, say the number 2 very loud, have the buzzer going off, which you hear all the time in shows, or even I've seen dogs flinch at the sound go or ready that comes out of the speaker before you run. Your dog should not flinch. And this is when we start to build up the volume, maybe 50 to 75% for consistency. It's the equivalent of a real judge's like saying the numbers loud or the sound of the speaker volume. And it's something you have to be aware when running shows, something I had to learn. Sometimes you as a handler, as you're walking the course, have to be aware of where that speaker's at and how loud it is. If it's way too loud and way too close to the start line, mention it to the trial chair so they can make adjustments so your dog doesn't get freaked out at a show. Now it's level 4, the full ring simulation. Running dogs, judges signals, crowd, just like I talked about before, this is the real deal. Instead of it being at class or at a park or anywhere else, we're at the real show. Running dogs, judge signals, crowd noise, buzzers going off, and someone walking up maybe with like a toy, shaking it and playing with their dog all at once for 60 seconds straight. Oh my gosh, this sounds intense. Let's break it down. If your dog can nail 3 consecutive 1, 2, 3 countdowns in this chaos, they're ready for anything a trial can throw at them. If your dog can nail 3 consecutive 1, 2, 3 countdowns where they're coming to heel, looking at you, and you're giving them a reward amongst all this chaos, they're ready for anything a trial can throw at them. Here's the separation between casual competition dogs and professional competition dogs and handler teams. You have to stay calmer than your dog. Tense up when distractions appear, teaching them that distractions are threats or to beeline and focus on the distractions. That's key, right? So if you're like saying, hey, I want you to focus on me and you hear a distraction, you look, guess what's gonna happen? Boop, the dog's gonna look too. So you need to make sure that you're staying calm. Something happens on the sideline, something loud bang happens, something unexpected. You're not going, oh my goodness. And this happens in shows sometimes. Random things happen. You know, so I can't tell you how many runs I've run where I hear this sound, loose dog, and someone's dog has gotten out. But you have to lock in and you have to be focused. These things are so important. In that particular situation, of course, you wanna make sure that that loose dog's not coming into the ring, but you got to stay focused. Or I've even seen it at a horse arena that we're doing a show at where pigeons are flying down and landing in front of my dog. If I'm looking at the pigeon like, oh my gosh, there's a pigeon in the middle of our path, guess what my dog's gonna do? Oh my gosh, let's go get that said pigeon, because you're looking at it, I'm looking at it, let's go get it. So you have to stay focused with your dog. Now, here's your chaos management protocol. Breathe deeper when chaos increases. Not shallower, but nice, deep, slow breaths. Keep counting your rhythm identically, regardless of distractions. Reward successes bigger during chaos, not smaller. Remember, your dog reads your energy first, environment second. Be the calm they can anchor to, especially when everything else is crazy. But enough practice. Let me show you how this looks when it actually matters. All right, here I am at finals at invitationals this last year. This is it, a real competition, real pressure, real consequences with a dog that I have had so much struggle with in the beginning of her even like not even wanting to compete because she's so stressed out about all the chaos that she leaves the ring to this moment right here. Here is us live on the finals course at invitationals in Orlando, Florida. Even during walkthrough, I'm mentally rehearsing the countdown, the rhythm. This isn't just a visualization. This is a motor pattern of reinforcement. And you can see the smile on my face because at this point, I have done all the hard work necessary to get here. It's just time to go and focus in with my dog and have some fun. Now, all the other dogs' arousal level around us are super high and they're fixated on everything else around us and they're also ready to go. But watch what happens. And this becomes incredibly important. I'm going through the course. And as I'm going through, I'm doing this 1, 2, 3 game. When I hear ready, it's time for me to go. Mentally, I'm going 1, 2, 3. Notice how much she is locked onto me, waiting for the next command, going from obstacle to obstacle. All I'm aiming for is staying connected. No refusals, no blow contacts, but more importantly, she is checking in with me between each obstacle sequence. Even right here, as she's about to maybe go off course, boom, we're connected. And at that moment in my head, I'm like, 1, 2, 3. The 1, 2, 3 countdown didn't just get us a clean run. It established a connection that carried us through all the obstacles. This worked so well, there's this thing called the hot seat, where after you get done with your run, if you're beat the dog's time in front of you, which we did, you get to sit there and wait to see if the dog next gets to take you off that hot seat if they run faster than you. But guess what happened? Dog after dog lost focus and they had difficulties making it happen. And I sat there for run after run after run. Eventually, my time came up. There was a dog that's just as focused and faster than Sushi, being a French bulldog, and we had to leave the hot seat. But it was really great to see all this moment, all this training coming together at this moment with my little girl, my little silver bullet, Sushi, the French bulldog. Now that you've seen some success in making this happen, let's get real about the 3 failure modes I see most often at actual trials. Because knowing what can break helps you prevent it. Failure number 1, my dog nails it in practice but freezes at competition. By the way, this isn't a training failure. It's emotional overwhelm. Your dog's stress level is so high, they literally can't access what they know. It's like, boop. Have you ever had that where your brain just goes, what was I thinking about? It happens to dogs too. The fix, practice the countdown in progressively stressful environments. Hotel room, the night before, parking lot, at the trial, practice ring, then the competition ring. Build the bridge between training and trial reality. Failure number 2, my dog gets more excited instead of calmer. Whew. My border collie Bolt, this is where the rubber meets the road, and it really tested me when it came to this protocol. In these situations, maybe you're rewarding too big or too long, or have too high of a value reinforcement. The countdown should lower arousal, not spike it. The fix, cut your rewards in half. Tug a little bit less. Tug with a less exciting toy. 1 piece of kibble instead of 3. Think satisfying, not exciting. Failure number 3. Other teams distract my dog during our countdown and getting ready. Oh my gosh, this is another one. When running small dogs, something you should know. When running big dogs, it's not a problem, but with small dogs, it is. Big dogs, when I'm at the start line, everybody else is about 5 or 10 feet at least from me. Small dogs, for whatever reason, smaller the dog, smaller the distance between other dogs, they're like within 1 to 2 feet sometimes. And I had this happen at Nationals one time, the very first run at Nationals with Morgan the Corgi. I let it all out, let it get in my head. And this is before I developed the protocol. A dog behind me got too close, got in my dog's face, made my brain just go completely haywire. And then guess what? I lined up at the start line, took the first jump, going the wrong direction. Guilty. Big problem. And this is actually a training opportunity in disguise. If your dog can focus through handler chaos and other chaos, equipment noise in the background, other dogs not being where they should be, here's the fix. Practice your countdown while other teams are warming up nearby. Make controlled chaos part of your regular proofing protocol. If you always do it in a box that's like nice and quiet in the corner, it's not reality. We need to make sure we're doing this in all types of environments, building context for this focused behavior. Now, here is the nuclear option. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this. If none of these solutions work, you might have a dog with genuine competition anxiety that goes beyond focus training. That's not really a training problem. It's emotional wellness issue and needs a completely different approach entirely. For those dogs, I'm developing a future video called Reactive Dog Ring Prep that addresses anxiety first, then builds the skills. Sometimes the kindest thing we can do is heal the emotion before training the behavior. And if you're interested in that, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below because we're going to be tackling that in a future video. And if you've made it this far, you're serious about competition performance, and that's exactly the mindset that wins titles. Your homework for this week is to master the basic 1, 2, 3 countdown at home. Test it out in your next training session. Film yourself if possible. You'll be amazed at the difference in your dog's focus quality. If ring stress is your kryptonite, and I mean your dog shows anxiety beyond just excitement, let me know what you're struggling with down in the comment section down below, so that I can prepare this next video about reactive dog ring prep for you. I'm gonna go into the emotional foundation work that makes all physical training possible, but you're going to make sure to help me out and give me some insight of how I can best serve you here on the channel. Or if you want focus game to carry through the entire walk to the ring, check out what we did last time, where we did loose leash power walking. And this is your foundation for everything we just covered. And you can check out this video right here. Now, I want to hear your start line war stories. You can drop those in the comments down below with the most embarrassing focus fail at a trial. I would love to read those. No judgment here. We've all been there, and sharing these stories helps other handlers realize you're not alone in this struggle. We're here at Doggy Dojo with a big community of helping each other out. And here's the challenge. Try 1, 2, 3 countdown at your next trial and report back to me. I respond to every single comment, and I want to celebrate your breakthrough moments. If this video has helped you and your dog level up with a competition game, smash that like button and make sure to be ready as I post new competition focused content every Monday and Wednesday. Remember, every ribbon and title starts with moments like this. You and your dog are building trust, communication, and partnership, one repetition at a time. That's the real victory in dog sports. You and your dog are building trust, communication, and partnership, one repetition at a time. That's the real victory in dog sports. Thanks for watching here, and see you at the next trial.